the table there, thank you. Local Government New Zealand 2019 conference. What date do we have to determine the actual delegates by? What date do we have to determine the delegates by?
The delegates to attend the conference? I mean,
can we register a number and register the particulars later?
Yes, I think early bird registration finishes at the beginning of May, or might be the end of this month.
Right.
It certainly finishes before the next council meeting, which is why.
Okay, so you need names today. You can't wait for names.
It would probably be good to have those names if we can. We can always reduce it, but it's probably hard to add somebody.
Leanne, I've withdrawn my name.
Yeah, the names aren't in the paper, so yeah. I kind of really don't want to have a debate around names. I think we should have a discussion around numbers. Last year, when this conference was held in Christchurch, there were 4 delegates from Christchurch City plus Alexandra, who we fund separately. Was it 4 delegates plus the mayor? So, sorry.
In the past, the last 2 years, the council has funded Alexandra Davids as the young elected member and Melanie Coker as the community board executive representative. Alexandra Davids is now both of those.
Yes.
So it's usually been 6 members in total, counting those representatives. Yeah.
So we get 2 for the price of 1. 1 for the price of 2. No, whatever. I'm trying to find out how many delegates we sent last year.
In 2018, it was yourself, Councillors Chen, Cotter, Galloway and Livingstone, along with Alexandra and Melanie.
So the council sent 4 delegates.
4 plus yourself, but it was in Christchurch last year.
So it's 4 plus me.
It was last year. Last year there were no travel or accommodation costs because it was in Christchurch.
Yes, I know, which is a huge advantage because this year it's in Wellington. So what I'm trying to suggest is that when that more people seem to want to go when it's in Wellington than when it's here. So
I've got the names here.
I attended last year, but my name isn't on the list that Joe's just put up. So
No, I was under the impression that the recommendation is appointing the deputy mayor to go in your place, Leanne.
Yes, I know, but Andrew's saying that he went last year.
Okay. Right, I'm sorry, this was the list I was given.
I attended the Christchurch conference, not that it makes any difference except for the comparison.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is the list I was given.
We may not have registered you, that's the only thing. But anyway, so, all right, so we've got the deputy mayor as the presiding voting delegate, and so we need 3 or 4 others. Well, 4 others, I suppose, don't we?
For resolution number 2, you could appoint the deputy mayor as the presiding voting delegate and delegate to yourself and him to approve the other delegates to attend the AGM, because that actually includes staff, as the council has 4 delegates there, and that would include the chief executive as well. So I think last year we delegated to yourself to decide who the alternate voting and the other 2 to attend would be. So we could do that again.
Yeah, I'm not going to be there, so...
No.
Yeah. Okay, so... but in terms of attending the conference, that's the AGM. In terms of attending the conference, how many other elected members are we going to send with registration and airfares and accommodation?
It's a lot of money.
Maybe a show of hands who wants to.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the problem.
So,
may I ask a question? Ask a staff a question.
Sure.
Okay. Regarding to the paragraph 4.3, here particularly mention the council able authorize members to attend the conference, and also the council zone 5, you know, as the mayor, Councillor Davidson, Johansson, Templeton, and the Chen. Whether the AGM, whether it has to be those the kind of council members as a high priority to go or not.
No,
But
it
what's the
doesn't.
difference?
It doesn't need to be the Zone 5. This is the annual general meeting of all councils. It doesn't need to be representatives on Zone 5. And delegates at the AGM includes elected members or council officers.
Okay, I just want to know. Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
I want to go.
Yeah.
Because why? But if we would like to share, why would like to go? Then everyone to share. Yeah. It's not a particular for the.
This is why I wanted people to agree on an outcome beforehand, because this is not a sensible debate.
You and the Deputy Mayor work with people who would like to go make a decision there.
There had been
rather than go on.
a question raised as well as to whether the professional development funding could be used if there were members who were wanting, councillors who were wanting to go that hadn't used their professional development funding, whether that was able to be apportioned. Whether we can do that and whether we'd want to do that, obviously possibly two separate questions, but my understanding from the answer to that question is that that could be something that could occur.
Well, I'm happy for agree that the Deputy Mayor and the Mayor determine after consultation with the elected members to determine who will attend on behalf of the council.
I'm happy to second that.
So agree that the Deputy Mayor and other elected members, so agree that the Deputy Mayor and other elected members as agreed by the Mayor and Deputy Mayor, and we'll do that as soon as possible so that people can make arrangements and that we meet the deadline for early bird enrolment. Right, so do I have a mover for that? Jamie, seconded David. I'll put that motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried.